it looks like. And I'm just proud to get a chance to be with these people. So, who's got a question?
Senator, can you just basically tell us, you had coffee with the kids. Talk a little bit about the coffee. I know this is really about the kids today, but what did you learn in speaking with them?
What I heard is how smart they are. They know the issues, how well organized they are, and how strong they are. They have figured out that they do a lot better when they organize and lift their voices together. And here's the best part. They're not going away. They're here today, but they're going to be here tomorrow, and they're going to be here the next day, and the next day, and the next day. They're going to make change. And that's the part I like the best.
How can you help them? A lot of people are wondering what's happening in Washington. I mean, are their voices being heard, and why isn't anything happening right now?
You know, we need to keep pushing Washington. This is one of the things that all of them were talking about. How Washington works great for the NRA. It's just not working for them. And that's not how it's supposed to be in a democracy. People across this country, Republicans and Democrats, young people and old people, want to see us make changes in our gun laws. Just a little basic safety. That's what we're looking for here. And we have to have a government that responds to that. So we're going to keep pushing them. As these folks say, they're going to raise their voices, and they're going to remind the people in Congress right now that they may not be old enough to vote. But I think we were just talking about they're old enough to work on campaigns. And they will soon be voting.
Should that worry elected officials then?
It should be if they're there to do the business of the NRA instead of the American people. Officials should be very worried.
Senator Warren, have you been looking at this issue of the NRA, the allegations that the NRA contributed, received contributions from Russian sources, and that's part of the investigation that Mueller is focused on? So,
right now, my job is to protect the special investigator and to let Mueller do his job so that he gets no interference from Republicans, from Democrats, from anyone. I just want to see him complete his investigation wherever it leads.
And have you looked at the NRA aspect of that?
So what I want is I want the special prosecutor to continue his investigation and to have all the space he needs to go wherever that investigation takes him.
Senator, who can make the changes?
You mentioned a little bit of safety. What does a little bit of safety actually mean?
Oh, come on. We could have, right off the top, we could do better in terms of background checks. We could do better in terms of raising the age on gun sales. We could do better in terms of the kinds of weapons that are available across this country. Military weapons should not be on our streets and in our schools. And those are just the kind of common sense changes that the overwhelming majority of Americans want to see. This is not a right versus left. This is a people versus a government that's listening only to the NRA. It's time now to break that.
Realistically, how far are we from achieving that?
Well, I think we're a lot closer today than we were yesterday. And I think by the end of this day, we're going to be closer yet.
Senator, what do you think about this whole movement? I mean, it's all led by students to see this happening all across the country.
I love it. This is what democracy looks like. These are young people who say, my government no longer represents me, so I'm going to get out there and represent myself. I'm going to raise my voice, and I'm going to make my government listen to me. And I love it.
Any question for the young people?
Just basically, do you think the officials are listening to you? I mean, you sat there and had coffee with Senator Warren. Do you think they're listening to you, and what more can they do to help you now?
I think they're listening, and if they don't continue to listen, we'll make them listen.
And Michael, what about for you? You're from Weston High.
I'm from Weston High, and I live in Roxbury. I think we're definitely putting pressure on them, and I think they're feeling the pressure. And I think it's going to be a movement that continues, and it's not going to be ending today, and it won't be ending anytime soon until we see a solution.
And do you have a message to the president that may be listening? You guys are out here today, cold weather and all. What's your message to the president? Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Last question, if you guys have one more for Senator Warren, or y'all
as well.
What's it like? I mean, you're out here today. What is your message? Some people say, you're against guns and things like that. What's your simple message?
We want to live. We're fighting for our lives. We're fighting for those people who are not alive today because someone who shouldn't have a gun had a gun. We're fighting for the people of color that have been talking about guns up for them, and we're just trying to make you guys listen and care about us like you're supposed to.
And your message to the